This is going to be a tough one today. Listen, when I first started visiting the Walt Disney World Resort, there was a very easy choice if you made me choose between Hollywood Studios and Epcot. However, I started visiting Walt Disney World 16 years ago, and in 16 years, a lot has changed. So in this video, I am going to answer this specific question. If I only had one day to visit one Walt Disney World theme park, and I had to choose between Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios, which one do I pick? This is hard for me, but I am going to pick one. And I think the answer just might surprise you. That's the story this week. Welcome back to the Bears Den. Epcot versus Hollywood Studios. I have one day only to visit one Walt Disney World Park, and I can only choose between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. I would choose Hollywood Studios. My heart breaks saying that because Epcot is absolutely my favorite Walt Disney World Park. But the question isn't what is my favorite park at Disney World. This specific question is, which park do you choose when you only have one day to visit one park at Disney World and you can only choose between these two parks? So let me explain to you why I would choose Hollywood Studios in this specific situation. Number one, there is less ground to cover. I have one day in the parks. I want to use my time as effectively as possible, and I want to get as much done as I possibly can. This means that I am probably going to be crisscrossing the park at least a couple of times. Hollywood Studios is half the size of Epcot, so it will be a lot easier for me to navigate back and forth across the park to make sure that I hit all of the things that I want to do. Number two, fireworks. If I have to pick, and while I love Harmonious, I will absolutely take Fantasmic 60% of the time, every time. I just hope somebody gets the joke out there, like one person. Fantasmic just hits different, and the fact that I get to sit down for the entire show after a long day of walking through the park makes it even better. In the end, I will take Fantasmic over Harmonious any day of the week. Number three, there is so much more must do at Hollywood Studios. Disney's Hollywood Studios has an incredible amount of must do attractions, shows, and fireworks for any visit to Walt Disney World. While I truly believe that all four parks are a must do on your trip, if you had to choose, I would go with Hollywood Studios because of how much is at this park that you really just don't want to miss out on. With classics like Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster to one of the newest and possibly the best attractions on Walt Disney World property, Rise of the Resistance in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you are only scratching the surface of this park with these three attractions, and in my opinion, it just edges out Epcot in terms of must do at Walt Disney World. Number four, planning for Epcot is very different than planning for Hollywood Studios. Epcot is my favorite park at Walt Disney World because a full day at Epcot is a lot more laid back, and Hollywood Studios is very go, go, go. With a park like Epcot, it's a lot easier to take a day at a slower pace, giving you more time to really just enjoy and appreciate Epcot overall. With Hollywood Studios, like I said, there are a lot of things that are must do, and you're going to be on the move a lot more. In my opinion, this makes planning a day at Hollywood Studios a lot easier than planning a day at Epcot, because I have to plan for a slower day at Epcot with more downtime, with a table service meal, possibly a couple table service meals. Being so on the move over at Hollywood Studios means I really just have to think about three things when I'm planning my day over at that park. To see how to plan the perfect day at Disney's Hollywood Studios, check out the video on the screen right now, and remember, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow.